In today's video, I will be discussing the following question: what is critical reasoning? Critical reasoning is a field of study that is as old as philosophy. Its ultimate goal is to know how to apply knowledge and skills wisely. The definition says that critical reasoning is active, reflective, and informed thinking. It involves the ability to deliberately and skillfully question, analyze, interpret, and evaluate ideas and beliefs in the light of the evidence which supports them. We'll now have a look at what active and reflective thinking is. Critical reasoning is essentially an active process and a reflective activity. It involves us raising critical questions ourselves and thinking statements and ideas through for ourselves, rather than passively receiving information from someone else and just accepting the ideas and beliefs of other people. This competency is called the ability to think for yourself. Let's now have a look at what informed thinking is. Informed thinking is an important feature of critical reasoning. It is to reflect critically on the implications of our abilities and to give reasons or evidence in support of our beliefs and claims. The following part of reasoning skills: recognizing problems, questioning assumptions, values, and motives, analyzing arguments, interpreting data and ideas, evaluating arguments, and judging the acceptability and soundness of claims. Critical reasoning takes into account the following: the fact that statements must have meaning as statements as well as courses of actions. The fact that statements have an emotive side. This is because arguments are expressed in natural language and are seldom impersonal and value-free. Values, attitudes, feelings, and preconceived ideas are embedded in natural language, and this can easily influence our reasoning. The quality of argumentation. This includes the meaning and acceptability of arguments, and being aware of how prejudice can influence our reasoning, of how to use observational skills, and how to be aware of different points of view. Next, we'll have a look at the differences and similarities between formal logic and critical reasoning. The similarity between the two is that they both deal with argumentation and argument analysis. When it comes to differences, formal logic normally examines the formal structure of arguments in logical language, and it employs precise rules for testing the validity of arguments. On the other hand, critical reasoning explores the nature and function of arguments in natural language, and it is usually concerned with the art of argumentation rather than the formal theory of reasoning. Another difference between the two is that formal logic generally ignores the meanings of statements in the natural language, while critical reasoning includes more than studying the structure of arguments in the sense that it reflects on the quality, character, and soundness of arguments. It therefore has a much broader scope than formal logic. We will next look at how to apply critical reasoning skills. As a critical thinker, you need to reflect critically on your own biases, beliefs, and prejudicial attitudes before you can adopt a critical attitude towards ideas and beliefs of other people. Critical reasoning is not about trashing other people's ideas, beliefs, and arguments. Instead, critical reasoning requires you to be constructive and creative and to weigh up different points of view, offering alternative solutions to problems. You must consider other possibilities and options and be able to apply knowledge wisely. This all requires critical self-reflection. Lastly, we'll have a look at the 3 basic critical reasoning competencies. This includes thinking for yourself. To think critically is to question the world and thus to engage critically with the possibilities and alternatives that the world offers. To reason critically is to think for yourself by challenging authority and critically examining dogma, that is, unquestioned knowledge claims. The second basic critical reasoning competency is informed reasoning. Informed opinion is supported by reasons for the soundness or acceptability of claims we make. The third component of critical reasoning is critical self-reflection. To reason critically does not only involve the critical attitude towards the ideas and beliefs of other people, but also towards your own ideas and biases. A crucial part of critical reasoning involves critical self-reflection, which is the ability to reflect critically on your own assumptions and to critically evaluate your own prejudicial attitudes and biases.